Good day, FutureNet Go-To team, business partners. This is Kenneth Mugwena. On this video, I will be discussing leader bonus, and I will be showing you how to make use of its qualification as a leverage for activity on your FutureNet matrices, i.e. the social media part of the business. As FutureNet is based upon the activity of the users, so it is very important for us that we log in the accounts that we have created, the profiles, at least once in 6 months. That's about 180 days. So should it happen that you don't log into your account, then the company has got the right to delete that account, and for you to reinstate it, a charge of $100 will be required of you, and that's about 1,500 rand. So dear business partners, let's see to it that we maintain activity in our account consistently so that we don't lose such. As I'll be touching on the issue of leader bonuses in connection with also our social media activities, I think it's important to highlight this here, that wide range of FutureNet services allows the diversification of the sources of earnings. FutureNet reminds that it does not require inviting new people to the portal. We do care about activity. However, the development of the business depends on the engagement of each person. This can be done in a small group. This can be done with a lot of people. Both ways give you a chance to earn. We act as a community. I think this is very important. So as FutureNet Go-To team, we are committed to creating activity as small groups and with a lot of people. But it's very important that each person that is active on Matrices understand that they do have a role to play in order to ensure that there's activity in our matrices that will trigger some earnings in the process. So I will be explaining this via the leader bonus so that you see, as we get more people qualify for such in our matrices, a lot of activity will be maintained also. So I hope that you'll be able to go through with me as we go into details. From our marketing plan, you will see under leader bonuses that it is nicely explained that they are paid up to infinity. So with leader bonuses, we get a percentage of income from all the structures without any depth limits from the first level to infinity. So you will understand that with friends bonuses, they are paid from level 1 up to level 10. But now with leader bonuses, you get them up to infinity. So you might as well say until Jesus comes, and that's beautiful. So now what I'll be showing you here is the condition that I would really like to draw your attention for serious consideration. Now listen, when it says that the amount of percentage income depends on your qualification. If your personal partner also gets qualified to the certain level of the leader bonus, then you earn the percentage difference. I think, let me just show you the table where it speaks of qualification so that you know actually the entry qualification into leader bonus, and then we come back to this clause here. These are the leader bonus qualifications. You can see this is a column about percentage. This is requirement, total turnover. This is what you are to receive monthly, and this is the turnover division. So now for you to earn 1% out of your team, the requirements are as follows. You need to have 6 personal partners, with 3 of them having their own 3 personal partners. So in this case is when you have 6 that are directly linked to you, meaning those that have registered through your referral link, then out of these 6, 3 must have their own 3, which means it's going to be 3 times 3, which is 9, plus the 6 that you have. Then all in all, it's going to be 15. Once you have 15 in a correct order, then you'll be earning 1% up to the total of $2,000, and maximum is 50% from one team. And I'm going to explain how the the total turnover division works. So let's just go back to this condition here, that the amount of percentage income depends on your qualification. If your personal partner also gets qualified to the certain level of the leader bonus, then you earn the difference, and I'll explain that. Now they say, suppose you are, this is an example, suppose you are qualified for 4% leader bonus and your partner is qualified for 2% leader bonus. Out of this group, you earn 2% without any limits, because it's going to be 4% minus the 2 that they qualified for. Then you get the answer 2% without any limits in level depth. From the other groups, you will still earn 4%, and I'm going to explain this. Now, with this being highlighted, excuse me, I think it's best to just come to this one. If you get the 7% leader bonus in your group, and one of your partners also achieves 7% leader bonus, then you are qualified for the 5% share in the world pool, which means this method does not apply where you're earning 7%, because the difference between 7% and 7% here is 0. And then in this case, then they move you to the 5% of world pool. But say, for instance, you are earning not 4%, but 1%, and one of your business partners also qualifies for 1%. So in this case, the difference is going to be 1% minus 1%, which is 0, meaning that in that particular group, you will not be earning leader bonus, but in the other group, you'll be earning leader bonus. So let me just try and go into the structure and try and explain this so that we understand the reason why actually we need to commit ourselves to earning higher percentages of leader bonuses. As you can see on this structure that I have, this is future, it's now indeed. I already have 1, 2, 3 direct business partners, 4, 5, 6, you can see, which means, and then amongst these, I already have 3 that have their own 3 in the structure. I would like to drill into them for now so that I can explain the condition here. Say, for instance, as I'm already earning 1%, I will try and show you on the system. I'm already receiving 1% on this profile. Remember, on FutureNet, you can have as many profiles as you desire. So what happens here is 1% I'm already receiving on this, and I'll show you the evidence of that. So should it happen that as I'm earning 1% from all these groups as members of this, or the profiles or the accounts get activated on this matrix, 1% I will be receiving of leader bonus. I'll be receiving 5% of friends bonuses, and this is the structure of exclusive. I'm also receiving the 50% matching bonus. So when it happens that one of the profiles here begin to qualify for the 1% that I qualify for, so what will happen then in this case? If I had not moved to a higher percentage, like 2, 3, 4, going up like that, then in that case, because of one member here has qualified for 1% that this one has qualified for, 1% minus 1%, the difference is 0. In this case, I will not be earning leader bonus here, but here, because none has qualified for that 1% as yet, I will still be receiving leader bonuses. So the difference, when it's 0, you get nothing. But on the example that we've been given was that if this one is earning 4% and one here perhaps earns 2%, then the difference is going to be 2. In that case here, I will be earning 2% leader bonus to no depth. If I've been earning 4%, then I'll still be receiving 4% leader bonuses. And I hope this makes sense. When you are in your back office, you'll see where commissions are, qualifications, and so forth on these buttons. Then when you hover over qualifications, you'll see leader bonus, and then you will click here. Now, after you've clicked there under leader bonus qualifications, the system shows you that your leader bonus is 1%. That is for Future It's Now Indeed. And actually, Future It's Now Indeed started qualifying for leader bonuses in the first week of now. This profile is less than 2 months. And I will show you actually how leader bonuses have performed within 30 days. So now it shows you that 1%, yes, it's qualified. 2%, no. So what I need to do now is help those under my structure have their own 6 personal partners, and also have their 3 people having their 3s, and then also encourage them to do the same, to replicate themselves. And when that happens, then Future It's Now Indeed will also be able to go to higher levels of leader bonus percentages. So now in this case, when one of my profiles qualify for 1%, then on that particular group, whether it's in the on the left or in the middle or on the right, then it means if it's on the right, it will be 1% minus 1%, it's 0. Then it means on that right, I will not be receiving leader bonus, but on the other structures, I'll be receiving leader bonuses. So when I push this current profile, which is Future It's Now Indeed, say qualify for 5%, and from any of the legs, one profile qualifies for, say, 1%, in that case, it's going to be 5 minus 1, and it's 4. Then on that particular profile, then I will be earning 4%, and that is good news. So then this encourages me then to work harder, help the people under me get their own 6 personal partners, and then also their 3 personal partners out of that 6 have their own 3s. So when that happens, then I will be becoming a leader that is earning higher percentages. Then when we reach the highest percentage, which is 7, and one of the profiles in that structure begins to qualify for 7 also, 7 minus 7, it will give us 0. And then when it's 0 like that, then I will be then qualifying for the 5% of the world pool. And this is good news. And now I'll just quickly show you the results of leader bonuses to date, and then some of the conditions in that manner. Now this is commission statement for Future It's Now Indeed. The one that was showing us as that actually it is now qualifying for 1%. And then if you were to check for this statement, it's for the 1st of July 2018 to the 31st of July 2018. So it's just for a period of 30 days, or a month, so to speak. So now here we can see that the business actually has paid 146 US dollars and 65 cents in terms of leader bonuses. So it shows that the company does pay indeed in terms of the percentages that are shown on the system. And this is a legit statement. You can see when it was released, and then you can also see where the physical address for this company is. So this is platform for positive news. So now what I'll be showing you in there is to show you the conditions that are set for this, and how can we actually work around them to get the best out of it. Now that you have seen the commission statement, so now I just went to the overview, so that you see the transactions that have been taking place on this matrix. You can see like on the 11th, on the 10th, those transactions, on the 12th, on the 13th, on the 14th, on the 15th, consistently. Even today is the 16th. There's more transactions that will be coming, because this is a very active structure of FutureNet Go-To team from different legs, from different legs, like the middle, the left, the right. There's activity everywhere. So even today, I know there's transaction that I'll be making today, assisting some of our friends to become active. As I will be assisting them, they will fall on certain legs, and as that happens, transactions will take place. I'll receive friends bonuses, I'll receive matching bonuses, but not on all of them will I be receiving leader bonuses. You can see on the 15th, where transactions took place, leader bonuses were available, but on the 14th, there was no leader bonuses. On the 13th, there was no leader bonuses. On the 12th, there was no leader bonuses, because now we have helped one another with some of the business partners in certain groups, meaning legs, to qualify for 1% that I'm qualifying for. And I've been dedicating myself to assisting other partners in different levels, in different legs or matrices, for them to come to where I am. But now I need to pay attention on this one to also help it move higher, to higher percentage. The aim is to move to 5 within a space of a week or so. I've seen it's doable, so that as others come up also, I'm able actually to get a good difference of a leader bonus. So now the good thing also is about upgrade account. Remember, we said with FutureNet, leaders wanted to come up with a system whereby you put money once and you earn forever. You can see this week, this account is less than 2 months, and already it has got $275 and 61 cents for upgrade. As revenues is generated, as money comes into structure, what happens is the company set aside a certain amount of dollars to help this profile upgrade to a higher matrix, and that matrix now is Sapphire. So which means this profile will be upgraded to Sapphire without me having to pop out money out of my pocket. That will be done systematically. I put money once and I'll be earning forever. This is good news, and we've seen already it has made over 30,000 rands in a month, and that's mind-blowing. And yeah, that's it. And at the moment, I will not show you where the balance is now for the sake of peace. And thank you so much for paying attention, and let's keep in touch.